Okay, now having understood what is inflation and what is the implication of inflation, I would want my money to grow to an extent that it will at least beat inflation. If I am in India, I would want my 1000 rupees to grow and become at least 1050 rupees. And if I am in China, I would want my yuan to grow and become at least 1029. If I am in Iran, I would want my Iranian rial to grow by 30% because inflation there is 30%. And if I am in Nigeria, I would want my naira to grow by at least 13%. But the point is, how do I make my money grow so that it will at least beat inflation? Here I have got two options. One, either I do some business myself or I can invest in somebody else's business or some other asset like gold, real estate, or stocks or something like that. But the problem is, the moment I talk of investment, a demon called risk will come and stare at me. Somebody will say that investment in gold is risky. Somebody will say that investment in real estate is very risky. Somebody will say that investment in stock market is risky. So what is this risk? Before we talk about risk, I would like to explain to you some differences between savings and investment. Say for example, I am a salaried class person. I earn a salary, and being in India, I am able to save about 1000 rupees from my salary. Now what happens if I keep this 1000 rupees in a locker at my home? I know for sure that this 1000 rupees will remain 1000 rupees. The face value of my money will remain the same. But because of inflation, the purchasing power of my money will come down. It will depend. If I am in India, it will become 950 rupees from 1000. If I am in some other country, depending upon how much inflation is there, the purchasing power of my money will reduce. Now suppose if I keep this money in my bank account, the bank will give me some interest. Generally, this interest is adequate or just enough to beat inflation. So if I have kept my 1000 rupees in a bank in India, after the year I would get about 1050 rupees. Though the face value of my money will increase, the purchasing power of my money will remain the same what it is today. But now suppose if I want to invest my money in some business or in some other asset like gold or stock market or whatever. Now, can you tell me what my 1000 rupees will become after 1 year? I really do not know. It may become 1100, it may become 1300, 1500, or it may reduce and become 800, 700, 500, whatever. I do not know. So what is the difference in these three circumstances? Keeping the money at home, keeping the money in bank, or investing that money? The prime difference is that in the first two cases, there is certainty. In the first case, I know for sure that my 1000 rupees will remain 1000, though the purchasing power will reduce. In the second case, I know my 1000 will grow to 1050 and the purchasing power will remain 1000. But in the third case, I do not know how much my money will grow. And that uncertainty is called as risk.